Students, in this video, I'm going to discuss integrated rate equation for a gaseous system, pseudo first order reaction and Arrhenius equation. So first start with integrated rate equation for a gaseous system. So now let us consider a typical first order gas phase reaction. Okay, A, which is a reactant reacting and giving product B and C at the beginning. That means time equal to 0. So let the concentration or let the pressure of gas be Pi atmosphere, B C 0. Okay, at time t, your x, the pressure of B and C, let it be x atmosphere. So the pressure of A becomes at time t equal to Pi minus x atmosphere. Now at this time, what would be the total pressure? Pressure of A plus B plus C, isn't it? Now what is pressure of A at time t? It is your Pi minus x, and for your B it is x, and for your C again x. Okay, so this one then x will then become Pt, x will become Pt minus Pi. Okay, now what is your Pa then at time t? At time t, your Pa is Pi minus x, right? So what is your x? So from this equation we can write x as Pt minus Pi. So this equation then become 2Pi minus Pt. So this is your pressure of A at time t. Now, so for a first order reaction, we have already derived the equation, integrated equation as K equal to 2.303 by T log initial concentration by concentration at time t, right? So for if your reaction is of gas only, okay, so we'll write concentration in pressure, right? So pressure, initial pressure is your Pi, and we got the pressure of A at time t as 2Pi minus Pt. So this is the integrated rate law equation for typical first order gaseous phase reaction. Now next is pseudo first order reaction. So this is the reactions which are not actually the first order, okay, but behave as first order kinetics under certain conditions. So such reaction we called as pseudo first order reaction. Now example, inversion of cane sugar. So sugar in presence of this acid gives glucose fructose, right? And what is the rate? So how the reactant out here is your cane sugar water, right? So but your rate will depend on the concentration of the sugar only. So it is following your first order kinetics. Similarly, acidic hydrolysis of ester. So when you do the hydrolysis using water in excess condition, then again the rate will follow first order kinetics. So this is what called your pseudo or first order reaction. So which means the reaction which are not actually the first order but under certain condition will behave as first order reaction. Now let us discuss dependence of temperature on the rate of a reaction. Okay, so we have already discussed with rise in temperature the rate of reaction will increase, right? So in general what we can say is with every 10-degree rise in temperature for any chemical reaction, the rate constant is nearly doubled or the rate of reaction will get doubled. Now your temperature coefficient, so it is your ratio of rate constant at two different temperatures differing by 10 degree. Okay, so temperature coefficient is rate constant at T plus 10 degree divided by rate constant at T. Now this value will be approximately equal to 2 or 3. So this is what your temperature coefficient is. Now the Arrhenius equation. So it gives the quantitative relationship between your rate constant and temperature, and this is the mathematical expression of your Arrhenius equation, which is given by K equal to A e to the power minus EA by RT. Now K here is rate constant, A is your Arrhenius factor or frequency factor, or it is also called pre-exponential factor, and R is universal gas constant, and in this case it is equal to 8.314 joule Kelvin inverse mole inverse. Your EA is activation energy in joule mole inverse, and temperature T is the temperature in Kelvin scale. So again taking Arrhenius equation, okay, K equal to A e to the power minus EA by RT. Now taking log, natural log both side, okay, so we'll get is ln K equal to ln A into e to the power minus EA RT. So again we can write this as ln A plus ln e to the power minus EA by RT. So this equation then become minus EA divided by RT, okay, and ln E. So now ln E is your 1. So the equation then become EA by RT, as because ln E is equal to 1. Now so converting this to log with base 10. So we'll get log K 2.303 log K, right? Again log A minus EA divided by, okay, I'll write here only, otherwise you will get confused. So 2.303 RT, since your ln is equal to 2.303 log with base 10. This is log with base E and this is log with base 10. Now dividing whole equation. Dividing equation by 2.303. So that what we are going to get? Log K, right? 2.30, it will get cancelled, equal to again log A minus EA divided by 2.303 RT. So this is your Arrhenius equation again. So again taking Arrhenius equation, so we have ln K equal to ln A minus EA RT, or log K equal to log A minus EA by 2.30 RT, okay. So when we plot a graph between ln K and 1 by T, again log K and 1 by T, okay. So let us keep this separate. So we are plotting against log K and 1 by T. Now again, so this equation is similar to y equal to C minus mx by y. Y is your log K and x is your 1 by T. Again this is your equation for a straight line with intercept C and negative slope. So we'll get a graph like this. So this intercept is your, for this equation, ln A, and slope for this equation minus EA divided by R. So again when you plot a graph for this equation, again you will get a straight line with intercept log A, okay, and your slope, negative slope, equal to minus EA divided by 2.303 R. Now let us discuss the Arrhenius theory for two different or at two different temperature, okay. So let K1 and K2 are the two rate constant at two different temperature for a particular reaction, given reaction. So then, so what according to your Arrhenius theory, log K1 becomes equal to log A minus EA by 2.303 RT1, and log K2 becomes equal to log A minus EA by 2.303 RT2. Now for a given reaction, your A becomes constant and EA is activation energy, and it will also remain the same for the same for given reaction at different temperature, okay, and R is the constant. So now subtracting equation 1 from 2. So then what we are going to get? Left side log K2 minus log K1 and right side become equal to log A minus EA divided by 2.303 R T2 minus log A minus EA divided by 2.303 R T1. So log A minus log A, the two will get cancelled, right, when the bracket opens. So we'll get is minus EA divided by 2.303 R T2 minus plus, so EA divided by 2.303 R T1. Now taking minus or EA divided by 2.303 R common, then what we'll get? 1 divided by T1 minus 1 divided by T2. Okay, then your log K2, log A minus log B is your log A by B, right? So K2 by K1 equal to EA by 2.303 R T2 minus T1 divided by T1 into T2. These are your Arrhenius equation at two different temperatures. Now try to do this numerical, okay? For the first order thermal decomposition reaction, the following data obtained. So this is the typical first order reaction, gaseous phase. Now time, initially the total pressure is 0.30 and at time 300 the pressure is now, total pressure is now 0.50. You need to calculate the rate constant. Now at time 0, okay, your PT is equal to Pi. Why? Because there will be, at this time there will be no any product, no formation of any product. So the concentration, total pressure will be the pressure of your reactant only, or the initial pressure. So Pi in this case, when the time is equal to 0, is your 0.30 atmosphere, and at time T is equal to 300, your PT is given, which is equal to 0.50 atmosphere. Now, so for first order typical gaseous reaction, okay, K is equal to 2.303 by T log Pi divided by 2 Pi minus PT. Now Pi in this case is your 0.30, okay, and PT here is 0.50 at time 300. Okay, so after calculation we'll get 2.303 by 300 log 0.30 by 0.10. And so you will get this as log 3. Now log 3, so before decimal there is only one number, so character here will be your 0. Log 3 is 4771. Okay, so after calculation you will get the value of K as 3.66 into 10 to the power minus 3 second inverse. Now let us do this question, okay, for the decomposition reaction, the value of K at two different temperature given, K1, K2. So K1 is equal to 2.15 into 10 to the power minus 8 at temperature 650 Kelvin, and K2 2.39 into 10 to the power minus 7 liter mole inverse second inverse at time 700 Kelvin. Now question is to calculate EA, which is the activation energy. Now according to Arrhenius, so from Arrhenius equation, so we know that log K2 by K1 equal to EA divided by 2.303 R T2 minus T1 divided by T1 into T2. Now substituting all the values in this equation, we'll get log 2.30 into 10 to the power minus 7, 2.15 into 10 to the power minus 8 equal to EA divided by 2.303 into R is 8.314. 700 minus 650 divided by 700 into 650. So now after calculation we will get log 11.12 equal to EA into 50 divided by 2.303. Okay, after cancelling we will get EA equal to calculation 209573 divided by log 11.12. Now how to take log of this value? 209573. So before decimal there are two digits, right? The character here will be 1 point. Now 11 under 1, then mean difference 2. Log of 11 under 1, 0453, and mean difference 2. Okay, it is your 8. So we get log of 11.12 as this one. Okay, now dividing again this by this value. So the value of EA you will get as 200.365 kilojoule mole inverse. This is in joule, kilojoule. Okay, thank you.